I'm Sam Chesney and I farm on the Ards Peninsula on the very east coast of Northern Ireland, the most easterly point. We're closer to Scotland than we are Belfast. We've been growing herbal lays and herbal mixtures really here for the last 10 or 12 years, and indeed if we go back far enough we've been putting herbal seeds in our grass seed mixtures for maybe 20 years. Red clover is the crop to grow if you can grow it. We're reducing our bought-in protein by using red clover silage, and it's also a natural rumen buffer with no fertiliser. So it's a very, very good tool for finishing animals or finishing stock. We got involved in a mixed species sward for the past 4 years, and predominantly because we wanted something that was going to use less fertiliser and grow when we were pretty droughty. Our herbal mixtures last year, when everything else was doing 0 kilos per day, the herbal mixture were growing 45 kilos. The other benefits that we have found with the herbal mixture is that reduction in animal dosing. We haven't dosed cattle that are grazed solely on the mixed species sward. We had blade calves on that continually last year, but they didn't need dosed at all at grass, and they did perform equally as well as our own commercial cattle on perennial ryegrass. This field was in perennial ryegrass last year. We knew from our plate measurements that it wasn't performing the way it should do, so in June time we spread it off and sowed it in Red Start. We grazed cattle here to on Red Start. We left it just as it was. We put farmyard manure on it, ploughed it, made it ready, put lime on it, and rolled it. We tried to create a stale seed bed. In other words, we didn't touch it for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, to see if any weeds came up. On this occasion there were very, very few weeds came up, so we didn't spray it. If a lot of weeds had come up, we would have sprayed it off, but we didn't need to spray this off. And then we just broadcasted the seed. We have in the past done an einbach or something out there, but we felt when we disturbed the soil again, it just made the weeds germinate. So we just broadcast it with an ordinary Vicon sower, and it took off very, very well. And even in a droughty year, I think we've only had 10 mils of rain since this was sowed, so it's done very, very well. We had a cover crop here of half-rate rape. And this mixture is red clover, white clover, plantain and chicory. Chicory is the one for an anthelmintic property. That's how we normally establish a mixed species sward. There's a very good group of passionate farmers, shall I say, involved in the EIP group. We all want to do things better and find answers out. First of all, we're looking at the carbon. Can we sequestrate more carbon into the ground? We're trying to reduce our emissions. I'm trying to reduce my fertiliser usage. I want to see how much of this benefit of the intake of vitamins and herbs, will it improve the meat quality, will it improve the meat taste, will it improve the blood profile of the animals grazing it? And I think the answers all should be yes to all that, but we can't prove it until we do a few tests, and the animals really do love it. And actually the problem is getting them to leave it. You can just graze it too hard.